The skin uses sunlight to help manufacture vitamin D, which is important for normal bone formation. But there's a downside. The sun's ultraviolet light can cause major damage to the skin. The outer layer of this.
Don't forget your sunblock, right? That's what we're always told. Ever since we're little kids, our moms are always reminding us not to forget our sunblocks. Have you ever wondered, does sunblock really work, or is it just a gimmick to get me to spend more money? My name is Gabrielle Briones, and I am here today because I'm going to inform you about the facts of sunblock protection. I'm sure we're all aware that sunblock is an essential when going out into the water. Of course, here in Texas, even more so. We're going tubing, we're going fishing, we're going out, even just to take out the trash, we need sunblock. But maybe we're not always wearing it, or maybe we're just not applying it correctly. But I'm here to give you some insight on the history of sunblock and the correct usage and how it's changed over the years. Sunblock has been around for many years. Even the ancient Egyptians found protection from the sun. According to thethoughtco.com, chemists were experimenting with sunscreen since the 1930s. Even during World War II, our soldiers were searching for a solution from the sun exposure. Thus, the first sunblocks was said to be made in 1938. Sunblock isn't something we probably think too much about. We go down the aisle, we pick one out, we take it to the beach, put it on, and get in the water. That's about it. That's how much we think about it. But we need to understand that sunblock was made because it's needed. People were getting burned. Their skin was turning red to the touch. So in the early 1930s, H.A. Milton Blake, a South Australian chemist, experimented with producing a sunburn cream, according to thethoughtco.com. But sunscreen was invented mainly for our military members serving in World War II overseas. But we needed sunscreen too, guys. So sunscreen has obviously changed throughout the years. And it's made for more than just our military members serving overseas. So modern use of sunscreen didn't come into effect until the 1940s. But before that, nothing but jasmine oil and olive oil. And that did the job. But who can blame the ancient Egyptians? It's not like they had much to work with. And according to JAA.org, the Egyptians perceived fairness skin as attractive, so they avoided sunlight anyways. But if we think back to millions of years ago, sunscreen really hasn't changed much. We still use those base products, oil, coconut oil, but even up until 100 years ago, the world wasn't as informed about skin cancer as we are today. But that's because, then again, 100 years ago, we didn't have half the technology that we have today. But with research and applied science and Google, the need for sunscreen has really changed. But if we take a look at sunblock today, we have so many options. SPF 50, SPF 15, waterproof, sweatproof. They've taken every factor into play. So in today's world, sunscreen is pretty much a necessity when you're going anywhere near the water, anywhere outside actually. Because did you know, according to the FDA, there's no such thing as waterproof sunscreen. And they recommend that you reapply every 2 hours. They even recommend that you store your sunscreen in an ice chest and out of direct sunlight. Because of course, when you're going to the beach or anywhere near the water, you have an ice chest. Although sunscreen can sometimes be confusing with a wide variety of SPF, don't be puzzled. Just know your skin. Understand that if you're light-skinned, your body's going to absorb more sunscreen than, say, somebody who's darker. But whether it's an oil, a lotion, or a spray, know that if you're going to be going in and out of the water, it's recommended that you reapply each time you exit. So in my conclusion, sunscreen is essential to protecting your skin when being exposed to the sun. And we as humans have learned a lot over the years about protecting ourselves, and sunscreen has come a long way from the ancient Egyptian years. But now that we are informed about the proper usage, we should apply with more understanding. So the next time you're getting ready to go out to the beach and go out to the water, Remember, for years, scientists have worked hard to protect your skin.